Okay, we're up at the Londolozi airstrip this morning and we're waiting for the Othawa male to approach us. So it's been quite an interesting morning. He's been walking through an area that the Nsevu Pride and Birmingham males moved through last night, and he's been roaring, he's been scent marking. We haven't really seen this type of behavior from him before, so he's technically behind enemy lines here. Well, this is the edge of the Birmingham males territory, and we've seen the Avoca males here before. Last night he was mating with one of the Nsevu females.
The problem for the Othawa male was that he was never in a coalition. What normally happens, you get some litter mates, males, and those little males grow up together and they form a coalition. And when they're strong enough and when they can take over a territory, those brothers standing shoulder to shoulder will go in and take over the territory, and they will take it violently. But Othawa male was on his own. He never had a coalition, and that was always a problem for him. He came from the west of Londolozi, and he spent time with the Mangan Pride. But as he matured, over 6, 7 years old, He obviously wanted to try to capture a territory for himself. One morning I was very fortunate. It was during lockdown, we had no guests, and I picked up Othawa male and he was heading south. He was moving along a road and I was able to drive behind him, and then I was able to get in front of him. And I took pictures and filmed him as he came down the road. And every time he got parallel with my vehicle, I chuffed him, which is a greeting that all big cats will use. The tiger uses it the most, but all of the cats will talk and communicate with chuffing. And I've learned to do it in the Tiger Project. I'm blowing through my lips, but actually the tiger or the lion blows through its nostrils. And as he came parallel with my vehicle, I chuffed him, and he stopped within 6 feet of me, and he looked up into the camera. There was no aggression. He was just interested by the sound that I was making. And he looked at me, I would say, for 20 seconds. And then he gradually moved off, and later he went and lay down in the shade. It was a magical moment. But what I was trying to do, I was trying to communicate with him that he should not go south. South was fraught with danger. The Birmingham males, there were still 2 Birmingham males. They come from a coalition of 5. They were territorial males. They were hardcore males. They had fought their way into that position. And if he headed south, right into their territory, there was going to be a fight. And being a solitary male, I feared for his life. So I tried to communicate with him, don't go there, stay back in the north where it's safe. But obviously I had no communication with lions, and eventually more and more he started to move towards the south. He started to roar. He started to mark territory. And sooner or later there was going to be a punch-up. Eventually one night he moved right into the Birmingham area, and one of the females of the Sabi pride also had 5 cubs, and those cubs were fathered by the Birmingham males. Now I have seen before, when I've filmed territorial fights, I have seen the females go into that fight and defend their cubs, because a rival male coming in trying to take a territory is going to kill those cubs, because he wants to mate with those females and inject his genes into the system. Now it's not known, because nobody saw that fight. It's not known whether the 2 Birminghams got onto him or whether the females joined in the fight. But what we do know is that this magnificent male called Othawa male, and I've now written a song called Beautiful Boy, and he was indeed beautiful. His face was clean, he was in no big battles, he was unscarred, and he was quite one of the most magnificent lions I've ever filmed. What we do know is that night, the Birmingham males and perhaps their females took him out and killed him. And the potential of this magnificent male has gone and been lost.